It was a dark and moonless night as my wife, Mira, and I embarked on a journey through the lonely desert road. I had been deeply immersed in my work at the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, preparing for our upcoming Mars mission. The vast expanse of sand and the scary silence gave the feeling that we were lost souls on Mars. With no people in sight for the last 40 kilometers, the isolation was palpable. As I navigated our way through the desolation, the car's headlights cut through the darkness like a knife. Mira, always the adventurous one, couldn't help but feel a sense of unease. "This place gives me the creeps, Raj," she said, clutching her seatbelt tightly. I chuckled, trying to ease her nerves. "Come on, Mira. It's just a deserted road. Nothing to be afraid of." Little did I know that our uneventful drive through the desolate desert would soon turn into something inexplicable and out of this world. Suddenly, the car's engine sputtered, and the headlights flickered before completely dimming. Panic set in as the car coasted to a halt in the pitch-black darkness. I attempted to restart the engine, but it remained lifeless. "What's happening, Raj? Are we out of gas?" Mira asked, her voice trembling. "No, the tank is nearly full," I replied, my hands shaking as I tried to make sense of the situation. "This is bizarre." As we sat in the car, shrouded in darkness, a strange sensation washed over us. It was as though an invisible force was enveloping the vehicle, and we could feel an eerie presence outside. Mira's grip on my arm tightened, and her eyes widened with fear. Through the car's windows, we saw strange flickering lights dancing in the distance. They were unlike anything we had ever seen. Mira's voice quivered as she whispered, "Raj, do you think it's ghosts?" I couldn't blame her for thinking that way. The situation was surreal, and I had no rational explanation. We watched in awe and trepidation as the lights drew closer, illuminating our surroundings. It was a sight beyond comprehension. As the lights approached, we realized they weren't ghosts at all. Instead, they were bizarre, metallic structures with unearthly designs hovering in the air. My heart raced as I contemplated the possibilities. These couldn't be human-made, and we were left with only one unsettling conclusion: aliens. Mira and I were both mesmerized and terrified by what unfolded before us. The beings, if that's what they were, remained hidden within their otherworldly crafts. Unspoken questions filled the air as we grappled with the existence of extraterrestrial life and the profound implications it had on our understanding of the universe. Eventually, the eerie presence dissipated, and our car's engine roared to life once more. The strange crafts retreated into the night sky, leaving us alone on the desert road once more. As we continued our journey, the weight of our experience weighed heavily on our minds. We discussed everything from the existence of God to the possibility of life beyond Earth. It was a conversation that challenged our beliefs and expanded our horizons. When we finally arrived at our destination, I couldn't help but feel inspired. The encounter with the unknown had sparked a newfound determination within me. I would dedicate my life to understanding the mysteries of the universe, and I was determined to build a spaceship that could carry humans to the stars. Mira and I may never fully understand what happened that fateful night in the desert, but it had changed the course of our lives forever. We were left with more questions than answers, but we were united in our quest for knowledge, determined to explore the boundless depths of the cosmos and uncover the truth about our place in the universe. I ended up building a spaceship that could take us to the stars and have the out-of-the-world experience. Just when we were about to launch, Our spaceship exploded, and I woke up, and all of it seemed like a distant dream. Mira and I were still at home, preparing for our planned trip. The car was parked outside, and the desert road remained unexplored. The vividness of our otherworldly encounter slowly faded, and doubts crept in. Had it all been a product of my overactive imagination? A mere dream that had felt so real? I shook my head, trying to clear the lingering thoughts of extraterrestrial beings and unexplained phenomena. Mira glanced at me with a concerned expression. "Good morning, Raj. Are you okay? You look like you've seen a ghost." I managed a weak smile and replied, "Just lost in thought, Mira. Let's not keep our plans waiting. We have a long journey ahead." With a sense of disappointment and curiosity still nagging at the back of my mind, we got into the car and began our journey through the desert. The night was clear, and the moonlight illuminated the seemingly endless road ahead. The eerie stillness of the desert was juxtaposed against the reality of our mundane trip. As we drove further into the night, the memory of the encounter began to feel like a distant memory. Maybe it had been a bizarre dream or a hallucination brought on by exhaustion. The road stretched on, and we resumed our discussion about the mysteries of the universe. I told Mira about my dream, while debating the existence of God, aliens, and the profound questions that had consumed me earlier. Just when she had almost convinced me that it had all been a figment of my imagination, the car's headlights flickered, and the engine spluttered to a halt. My heart sank, and Mira's grip on her seatbelt tightened. "Raj, this is just like you described," she exclaimed, her voice filled with fear. I tried to restart the engine, but it remained unresponsive, just like in dream. Outside, the familiar flickering lights reappeared, dancing in the darkness. Dread washed over us as we realized that this was no dream, and we were reliving the same inexplicable encounter. The metallic structures hovered closer, revealing their bizarre, intricate designs once more. Fear and awe intermingled as we watched in disbelief. The encounter was real, and it was happening again. This time, as the beings within the crafts made themselves known, a profound sense of understanding washed over us. They communicated with us, not through words, but through a telepathic connection that transcended language. They revealed their mission, a peaceful exchange of knowledge and exploration of the cosmos. As we conversed with these otherworldly beings, the mysteries of the universe unfolded before us, and our journey took an unimaginable turn. The night that had begun with doubt and uncertainty now became a thrilling adventure into the unknown. As I gazed out at the stars through the craft's window, I couldn't help but feel a sense of destiny. Our encounter with the unknown had led us to a path of discovery, one that would forever change the course of our lives. And as we ventured into the vast expanse of space, the question of the existence of God and aliens took on new dimensions, leaving us with a thrilling and uncertain future. But then I woke up, and it was all a blur. The sense of déjà vu was overwhelming, and I found myself lying in our familiar bed at home. Mira was beside me, her eyes opening at the same time. It wasn't just me who had experienced the strange dream this time. Mira had shared it too. We exchanged wide-eyed glances, struggling to make sense of this surreal phenomenon. It couldn't have been a mere coincidence that we both dreamt the same out-of-this-world encounter twice. Our curiosity and fear mingled as we contemplated the implications. "Raj," Mira said hesitantly, "do you think those beings were trying to tell us something? Could it be real? Is this happening because of your Mars mission? Maybe they don't want you to go to Mars, or maybe they don't want humans to invade their home. I said, Mira, I don't know, but we can't ignore it. Maybe there's more to those dreams, something we're meant to discover. With newfound determination, we decided to set out on our journey once more, eager to uncover the truth behind these recurring dreams. The desert road, with its familiar isolation, awaited us once again. As we drove into the night, the conversation turned to the recurring dreams and what they might signify. We pondered the nature of reality and the existence of parallel universes. The car's headlights cast long shadows on the empty road, adding to the mysterious atmosphere. Just when we thought we had the dreams all figured out, something incredible happened. The same flickering lights, the hovering metallic structures, and the telepathic connection with the beings from beyond reoccurred. But this time, it was even more vivid and exhilarating. We were taken on a journey through the cosmos, witnessing the birth and death of stars, and encountering intelligent life forms from distant galaxies. The dreams were no longer dreams, but experiences that transcended our understanding of reality. We soaked in the knowledge and wonder that the universe had to offer, all while strapped in the confines of our car. Then, we woke up again, back in our bed, as if we had never left home. The sense of bewilderment intensified. Mira and I exchanged knowing looks. It was undeniable. These dreams were more than mere figments of our imagination. As we embarked on the journey once more, our conversations delved deeper into the mysteries of consciousness, the fabric of reality, and the interconnectedness of all existence. We questioned the boundaries of the mind, and whether these dreams were a manifestation of a collective human experience or something entirely different. The car's engine sputtered, the headlights dimmed, and the flickering lights returned once more. This time, though, we were prepared. The beings communicated with us, revealing that these dreams were a means of awakening our minds to the profound truths of the universe. We were granted knowledge beyond human comprehension, and we were tasked with sharing it with the world. The dreams were not just about us. They were a message for all of humanity. And then, as we woke up once more, we realized the true purpose of these recurring dreams. They were a calling, a mission to explore the uncharted territories of human consciousness, to push the boundaries of what we knew to be possible. As Mira and I sat in the car, pondering the extreme topics of existence and the infinite potential of the human mind, we were filled with a profound sense of purpose and unity. The dreams had brought us together in ways we couldn't have imagined, forging a bond that transcended the ordinary. And so, we set out on our journey once more, ready to embrace the unknown and unlock the secrets of the universe. As the car's headlights illuminated the desert road ahead, we were filled with a sense of anticipation and wonder, knowing that our adventures had only just begun. I jolted awake with a gasp, the sweat on my brow betraying the intensity of my dream, or rather, nightmare. Mira was also sitting upright beside me, her eyes wide with fear. We looked around the room, half expecting to see the aliens from our recurring dreams. But there were no aliens. Our bedroom was just as it should be, ordinary and comforting. It was our reality, or so we thought. Mira turned to me, her voice trembling. Raj, it's happening again, isn't it? We're trapped in this cycle of dreams. I nodded, the weight of our strange predicament sinking in. It seems that way, Mira. Just as we were about to discuss the nature of these recurring dreams, a voice interrupted us. I guess you're still sleeping. Maybe you should sleep, Raj. Tomorrow is a big day for you. We turned to see an alien standing in our bedroom. It wasn't like the ones from our dreams. This one looked almost human, except for the otherworldly glow in its eyes. I stammered, "Who are you? What do you want?" The alien, seemingly unfazed by our panic, replied calmly, "I am Zara, the leader of our kind. We mean you no harm. In fact, we've been trying to communicate with you for a while now. Your dreams were the only way we could reach you." Mira's voice wavered as she asked, "Why? What do you want from us? We will halt our Mars mission. Please wake us up from this weird dream." Zara gestured toward me. "Raj here is on the brink of a scientific breakthrough that will change the course of human history. We need him to realize his full potential." I was taken aback. "What breakthrough? How do you know about it?" Zara smiled, her expression almost human-like. "Your dreams allowed us to tap into your thoughts and ideas. We've been guiding you, pushing you toward the discovery that will benefit not just your world, but ours as well." I asked Zara, "How is it beneficial to you?" Zara replied, "Dreams. Your dreams are our reality. The more you make your dreams come true, the wider your perception gets, the longer the candle of consciousness burns, and longer we will get to live in your dreams, of course." Mira and I exchanged bewildered glances. The implications of Zara's words were staggering. "But," I stammered, "this can't be real. It's another dream, isn't it?" Zara reached out and gently pushed me. Suddenly, I found myself lying in our bed once more, bathed in the soft morning light. It had all been an elaborate dream, or so I thought. Mira's voice brought me back to reality. "Good morning, Raj." I turned to her, but something was different. Her eyes glowed with an otherworldly light, just like Zara's had in the dream. My heart raced as I realized the truth. Mira had become an alien, and the line between reality and dreams had blurred beyond recognition. With a mix of fear and fascination, I said, "Good morning, Zara."